For 3 straight months, Detroit didn't know what it felt like to lose. That changed in Week 15 after a shootout with the Buffalo Bills. Everything is still intact, though, for a gritty Dan Campbell team, including the 1 seed in the NFC. We're breaking it all down right here on Inside the Pride.
Let's go.
Caught! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions! Kirby Joseph, you just ended this ball game. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Lee McNeil leaning on him and dropping him.
End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions! There we go! Oh, baby! Brian Branch intercepted it. This game is over!
This is Inside the Pride, presented by Whisker, maker of the little robot. I'm Dannie Rogers. Everyone knew what they were in store for when Detroit and Buffalo, the 2 top offenses in the league, went at it Sunday. 90 points and 1,000 combined yards later, Detroit fell to 12-2 on the season. Not before they added some highlights to the reel.
Ford Field in downtown Detroit, Week 15 in the National Football League. We've got one of the marquee matchups of the weekend. The Lions at 12-1, leading the NFC North and the conference, set to face the Buffalo Bills, who at 10-3 have already locked up the AFC East. Man, this is one, if you're a player, you got circled because it's one of those measuring stick games. This is where you want to be, and if you weren't, you'd be wishing you were. Lions, Bills, let's do this. 2nd and goal, Buffalo straight to the line. Allen keeps it himself. Josh Allen is in for the touchdown. There go the arms. It's an impressive drive to open this one for Buffalo. Back will come Josh Allen. Allen keeps it himself, right side, easy touchdown. Nobody there. Buffalo 14 and the Lions nothing. Toss to Montgomery. He's going to throw it back to Jared, who's going to look downfield. Jared fires it down there. It is caught inside the 35. That is caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's another Lion first down to the 26-yard line. The Lions showing some signs of life now. Jared with 5 on the play clock takes the snap back and looking, stepping up. Jared still looking, now throwing right side. It is caught inside the 5, diving for the end zone and getting it for the touchdown. Tim Patrick stretching out, using every inch of that 6'5" frame to get the score. That is 3 in 2 weeks for the veteran receiver. Allen takes the snap, gives it to Cook, easy, in for the touchdown. Untouched. And the Lions offense will come back out, and boys, here's the deal. If you can't stop Josh Allen, you got to keep scoring to stay in this game. Lions are going to go for it here. It is 4th and 4 from the Buffalo 46. Goff takes the snap on 4th down, back looking, throwing, caught, first down and more, inside the 30. It is Amon-Ra down to the 25-yard line. Goff knows where he wants to go in a clutch situation, and that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff in behind center on 2nd and 4, takes, fakes the give, boots left, now throws, got a man wide open. It's Dan Skipper inside the 5, head down, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions. Dan Skipper, eligible and ready. A lot of Buffalo offense in that first half, but the Lions come out of it only trailing by 7. It is the Bills 21 and the Lions 14. Allen's got it, hands it to Cook. Cook finds the first down and a lot more inside the 30, inside the 20, down to the 15, bouncing off a tackle and into the end zone. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the second half and march it right down the field for another touchdown. And here comes Josh Allen and that offense again. We've got 4 rushing touchdowns today. They're knocking on the door again. Allen this time flips it forward to Shakir, who takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. So here's the deal. You got to keep scoring now, but you can't afford to have an empty possession. There's the snap. Goff back. Goff looking. Needs a big play. Throws deep middle. It is caught. That is Amon-Ra St. Brown with it. Inside the 30. Inside the 25. Angling at the 15, 10, 5 end zone. Touchdown Detroit Lions. You want to talk about a little lightning on 3rd and forever. Goff to Amon-Ra, 66 yards. Goff is going to work out of the gun. Gibbs to his left. Jared's got it, back, looking, stepping up, throwing. Got to complete to Gibbs. Inside the 5, inside the 2, diving to the end zone and in. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. And the Lions have a chance to pull within 10 with this extra point. 12 minutes to play here at Ford Field. Allen takes the snap, boots to his right, looks, throws, end zone, Davis touchdown. Just like that. Jared leans in. There's the snap, it's low, he hands it to Gibbs. Gibbs bounces off one tackle and fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. The Lions draw a little bit closer. Goff out of the gun, he's got the football. Back looking, throws middle, it is caught. They get a little hook and ladder over the right side. And tight-roping the sidelines is Jahmyr Gibbs. Goff takes back, looks, steps up, throws, end zone, caught, touchdown, Detroit Lions. No guessing what happens next. Lions will have to have an onside kick. This is the game right here. Any chance the Lions have rests on them recovering this onside kick. Here's the run up, there's the kick. They go straight up the middle with it. There is a pile. We don't know who has it at the bottom. The Lions say they do. The officials say Bills football. Snap to Allen, knee, ball game. Two teams will meet out in the middle of the field to say job well done, job better done on this day by the Buffalo Bills, who snapped the Lions' 11-game winning streak.
We'll always have the Dan Skipper touchdown. Detroit is now turning the page to a divisional rival this Sunday. Round 2 with the Chicago Bears is on tap. Head coach Dan Campbell joins the show soon to preview that matchup.
Inside the Pride is presented by Whisker and brought to you by the Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford Health, and by Meijer.
Welcome back to Inside the Pride. This week, I'm joined by long snapper Hogan Hatten, and you were an undrafted free agent out of Idaho. Then you earn a starting role on a 12-2 team. What has the journey been like for you so far through this season?
Oh, this is incredible, and it's pretty funny. I talked to Jack Fox, and he sits and tells, Bates and I, because this is our first year in the league, going, dude, your guys' record is 12-2. Like, that's unbelievable. Some people play in this league for 10 years and never win 12 games in a season. So it's really fun being a part of this team. It's a blessing being a part of a winning team, and hopefully it stays that way for a long time here.
It is very rare to earn a starting role as an undrafted free agent, but your story, it's even a little bit crazier. When did you pick up long snapping full-time?
Full-time? Probably like 14 months ago. Because I was playing linebacker at the University of Idaho, and we had a coaching change, and the coaches wanted to go different directions with players, but I had a twin brother there, my cousin was there. There was nothing that was gonna make me leave the University of Idaho. I had a ton of respect for all the staff on campus and everybody that, gave my brother and I an opportunity, as well as my cousin. So the last thing I was gonna do is hit the transfer portal. I kind of took a step back and looked in the mirror and said, what would be my best chance moving forward in football? And it was really long snapping. I'd done it for 4 years prior, at the university, and I was the starting long snapper for 4 years, and then for my 5th year, which was the COVID year, I just kind of decided, hey, I'm going to take this seriously, see how far I can go, and then next thing you know, you're in the NFL hanging out on the best team.
We heard your name come up a lot over training camp and this part of the season so far from head coach Dan Campbell, and he talked a lot about his long snapper, and we're like, we should pay attention to this guy. So what makes you stand out?
I think I'm just a little bit different than most long snappers. I have that linebacker background, and I'm not really afraid to go down there and try to make a play, where a lot of long snappers in this league just don't want to get hurt. There's a difference between somebody who's willing to take a step forward and be like, hey, I'm going to shoot my shot and try my hardest, and whatever happens, happens, but there's just a lot of people that aren't willing to do it.
You were a college linebacker. You played a little bit in preseason. I remember you telling me that,
yeah,
and that shocked you. Can you go suit up for linebacker?
I mean, push comes to shove, times get tough, Hogan gets out there. So, I'll do whatever you need me to do.
That is a Dan Campbell guy for sure. We talked about 12-2 team. It's also going through a lot of adversity, a lot of injury. So what is the mindset inside the building right now?
I think it's a lot stronger than people on the outside really think it would be. We realize it's a tough game, it's a gritty game. People are gonna go down inevitably. That's just the way, the nature of this game. But I think everybody we've brought in so far is ready to compete, ready to go, understands the defense, understands the offense, and I think we're just gonna progressively get better until the playoffs. So with the new additions we have, I think we're in a very good spot to keep pushing.
Long snapper position is not a position that a lot of people should know about sometimes, because if we know about you, maybe the snap is a little bit low. It's a high pressure situation. So when You're long snapping either to Jake for a game-winning field goal or to Jack, one of the best punters in the NFL. How do you stay poised in all those situations?
It's really easy to stay poised knowing I have Jack Fox back there catching, just because that dude's got great hands. We work together all the time. The unit itself has really melded into becoming a strong unit for, I think, this team and I think the entire NFL. I think the fact that we all trust each other and we know, Jake's going to do his job, Jack's going to do his, and I'm going to do mine, it just kind of, creates a confidence around the unit to where we feel like we're able to compete at the highest level.
This season, blood pressure has risen a little bit with Jake Bates having to go out there, 2 walk-off field goals and then a game-winning kick as well. What is your mindset when you're long snapping in those situations?
It's funny because in the last game against the Packers, Jack Fox looks at me and goes, "Dude, could you imagine being the kicker right now?" And I'm like, I can't imagine being me right now. So it's funny looking at it from everybody's perspective, but it's just a high pressure situation where you go right back to your training and you realize, all right, this moment's not too big for me, it's not too big for Jack, it's not too big for Jake. Just go out there, execute the play.
Your first game in Chicago is coming up. It is cold in there, it's outside. You have not played outdoors a lot this season. What are you anticipating from that matchup Sunday?
Oh, I'm anticipating cold, I'm anticipating windy. I mean, it is the Windy City. I've got my little tricks. I'm sure everybody else has theirs, but it's just more important to be prepared and like mentally ready than anything else.
Welcome back to Inside the Pride, now joined by head coach Dan Campbell. This is round 2 with the Chicago Bears. Last time you played them on Thanksgiving, there was a different head coach. Thomas Brown is now in there as interim. What new tendencies have you seen with the Bears so far?
Hard to believe, isn't it? That's been, 2 games ago. They've tried to simplify things, really, offense and defense for that matter. I think he's going to want to be more aggressive on 4th downs, getting manageable 4th downs and use that. They got nothing to lose. Get it in the hands of the playmakers, but really streamline, simplify, and just go play fast.
Well, they got to do that with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams. Your defense sacked him 5 times in the first round, but he still fired off 3 touchdown passes. So what's the balance of flustering the rookie, but also knowing he can make those big-time plays?
Listen, he played a good game against us. He really did, man. And he took some hits, and he just kept coming. I thought he played a really good football game. And so, look, we got to keep him corralled in here. He does have the ability to move in the pocket, get out on the perimeter. But this is the type of stuff, if we don't close it in on him, he's got receivers to make plays, and Keenan's made a ton of them. This is one down the field, but he runs a lot of those option routes is where he's really good.
Something new on offense, newer, that Bears are doing right now that we didn't see in the first round. DJ Moore is in the backfield. He carried the ball 3 times Monday night against the Vikings for 24 yards. How do you brace for the other roles that DJ might have?
Yeah, we knew they had this ability with this guy. He's so versatile, and he makes a lot of hay out of this just as a runner. Run after catch. They get the ball in his hands as a screen runner, strong legs. One guy rarely takes him down. It takes more than one, because he can finish through the defense. So population of the football, we got to run and hit and then be ready when he is in the backfield. Exotic sets, they're trying to get the football to him.
TJ Edwards, linebacker, is a steady force in that defense. He is racking up the TFLs this season. How do you make sure he doesn't blow a play up Sunday?
Always got to have a hat on him. Always. One of the things that he does really well is, there's a lot of things he does well, but his key diagnose, he's got a real good grade, watches a lot of tape, and he's got a pretty good idea of formations, tendencies, man, where you want to go. And so he's always one step ahead. Like, we have to be one step ahead of him. You got to understand that he knows where the ball's probably going. So you got to be that much quicker to get out of these double teams and get into your guy, because this is what he does. Look at him run. You can't get to him. Guard can't get to him, and he makes these plays, and those turn into takeaways for the defense.
This week after a loss to the Bills, you mentioned your team got a little taste of some moldy bread. How do you get the fillets back on the plate for your team?
Yeah, I think that's just about, don't forget what it took to get to where we're at, and you got to pay a certain price to win. And it requires all of your attention. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of detail. We're late in the season. We go back to what we did, ground up, and it's next man up.
All right, Coach, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
During the holiday season, Lions are all over giving back to the community. From their annual Shop with a Lion to presents from the Pride, the holiday spirit is alive and well in the Motor City.
Hey, happy holidays, everyone. Each one of these kids gets to have a shopping spree to get ready for the holidays.
Let's go, guys. All right, you ready to tear this thing up? You guys ready? Yeah. Steven, Raven, let's roll out, guys. All right, everybody's gonna go that way. It's gonna be all congested. We gotta get to the good toys on the backside, all right? Anything in mind, Raven?
Probably like Legos.
Legos? Dude, that's such a good pick. I play with Legos now.
Just to see the kids, they're really excited to do it. The players end up having just as much fun as they do, so it's been a lot of fun so far. I think it's cool. Some of them will buy gifts for their brothers, sisters, moms, dads. I think that is really cool. These are all great kids, and they deserve this.
What kind of hoodie were feeling?
I want green.
Here, try this bad boy on.
They each have $300 to spend, and that goes a long way at Meijer. So I think we have a couple kids that are like struggling to spend their $300. We had another kid who bought a TV though, so his went a little bit quicker.
It is also a budgeting lesson. And Jada, if I can find her, is doing real good. She's got a lot of items, but only spent $125, so we're doing good.
This probably gonna be full. This probably gonna be all the way to the top.
This is our best budgeter right here. A lot of stuff for a little money. Give me some, Jada. Come on now.
The kids, I mean, they got so much energy and they're so excited just to be around us, and then it seems like they're more excited to see us than even to go shopping. So it's just really cool to be able to like go around and let them get whatever they want and help them out this way. I hope they enjoy the experience. I hope they have a great time. I hope they remember it for the foreseeable future.
The Lions.
One, two, three. Dude, thanks for letting me join you guys. I appreciate it. Pretty successful little holiday trip.
Happy holidays.
The giving continued at Ford Field. Over 400 Detroit Lions Academy students received presents from the Pride and enjoyed some lunch.
Kids look forward to coming here, getting a chance to have their first time on Ford Field. It does mean a lot to our students because we're sometimes the students that we have had a lot of struggles and obstacles, and sometimes they don't get a chance just to be a kid. And to watch them get a chance to just run around and be a kid, I think the kids really love it today. I never get a chance to really say thank you to our partners. What they do for our school means a lot to me and the students, and we just appreciate all their love and support. A lot of things that our kids would never get a chance to do, it all falls because they look out for our students.
Wishing for something special? Maybe it's VIP seats, the meal of a lifetime, or an unforgettable journey. Whatever it is, Community Financial Credit Union can make it a reality. Share your impossible dream at impossibledreams.org by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen. This week on Rogers Rewind, I'm trying to bring up the vibe, so I took to X and I asked one Pride to send in pictures of babies and puppies. And well, they delivered, especially Kaylee. Shout out to her and Natalia. The pigtails are fantastic. My favorite submission this week, shout out to Daniel. Honestly, I don't know how I missed this pregame. The hat is iconic. He says it lights up. If you were lighting that thing up for 42 points, you were busy all night long. And last but not least, we have this cute pupper pregame. Shout out to Nikki for sending this in. You guys know how to make my day. Lion's Mane is incredible. And shout out to Detroit and Basset Dog, who do really good work in the city of Detroit. One Pride, we need you back on the road this upcoming Sunday. Detroit takes on Chicago Bears for round 2 in the divisional matchup. Kickoff is slated for 1 p.m. on Fox. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Inside the Pride. We'll see you right back here next week.